There we go. Welcome back. Alex here. Welcome back to a new video. So today we're gonna review the video how much Barber can make. We're gonna see what I have to say, and yeah, let's see. And then you're gonna understand how much Barber can make and how much Barber you expect to make. And if you like this job, if you don't like it, you wanna be a barber. You don't wanna be a barber. You're gonna get your conclusion.
From my experience and doing my research, you're looking between probably 20 to 30 a year. Some places it might be less. Some places might be more. It really depends in what barbershop you're kind of going for, the high end, or the kind of barbershops that you'll find in local high street. And also you've got self-employment with that as well, and employment. It all makes a big difference.
Okay.
So, by the way, that guy is Richard Tucker. He's a guy that I know. I know him personally. I didn't work with him in the same shop, but we work in the same company, and I have a chance to speak with him. He's really good barber, and then yeah, he's a head education for ruffians. At the time when I'm doing this video was Shoreditch, but I think now he works in Covent Garden. I might be wrong I don't know, but yeah, he's definitely an education for ruffian. Yeah, he's a really nice barber. He's a really nice guy too.
It's a bit like being a black cab driver. So you can make as much money as you're willing to put the work in. There are different ways of doing it. It is a livable wage, and it can be a really good wage. For me, it's a really good wage. And if you're looking at ballpark figures, you're not going to earn less than £20,000.
Okay, so let's talk about the numbers. The numbers are real. Yeah, you're not gonna make less than 20 grand. The 20 grand a year is true. And then this one is, of course, before taxes. I put in perspective also taxes, what it means. So you probably a guy with no experience, you can expect to get paid between 300 to 350 a week, and then goes up to 500, 550, sometimes £600 a week. As an experienced barber. More than that, hard, really, really hard, and then you have to work a lot of hours. The guy is saying, then it's just saying, a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, you can make as much money as you want. It's not true. It's not true. You can't make as much money you want. You can make as much money you can, because if you work for somebody, that is the time, that is the hour, then you have to work, and then this is the price for a haircut, this is the commission then you get. So when you work out the numbers, these are the numbers. Like if it's 9 to 6 and then you charge £30 a haircut, you can expect to get more than that time, and more than the price for a haircut. You know what I mean? That is the time. So it's not true that you can make as much as you want. You can make as much money as you can. And if you work for somebody, of course, if you work for yourself, you can probably make as much money as you want. But even then, depends what you're doing.
Your barbering salary does increase with your knowledge, with your expertise, with the years that you've been in. But if you've just been in the industry a couple of years, you can still earn serious money if you really put the work in, and you're good at what you do and you have a passion for what you do.
I think that also counts on maybe how you are within your company as well. It's not just about you being good at what you do. You really need to be a team player if you're going to be a barber. Well, in my company, Ruffians, it's very much so like that. You can't really be just solely an individual. It's good to be a team player. It really works well.
There's no point in becoming a barber if you don't really like cutting hair, or if it's just a job. It's more of a vocation.
Right, so a barber is a vocation. Well, I don't know about that. Definitely, if you like to be a barber or not. And definitely it's not the best job to do if you don't like to do your haircuts, of course, but I could say this for any other jobs. I really struggle to understand people doing a job that they don't like to do, but they keep doing it for the money. I don't really see the point of that. But whatever. What he says is true. True Ruffians is really working team company. If you're working for yourself in Ruffians, you're gonna have a hard time, and probably get kicked out too. Because they really believe in the teamwork, and they're not really believe in the teamwork too. Because of course, as a team, the people from outside, this is the thing that you have to see as a barber, not as a barber, as an entrepreneur, as a guy that owns barbershop. The people from outside, they'll see the barbershop as an individual, but they see the barbershop as a team. And then if they see that it's a really good team, they really have a lot of passion all together, working together, they bring more value into the market. And because of that, the consequence could be that you have more clientele and more people getting inside the barbershop. And for that, the revenue goes up. And then if the revenue goes up, every single barber in the company could potentially make more money. So the people understand that, in fact, the barbershop is getting more and more, and I get to the point then it's a really selfish job. Everybody works for themselves and everybody's making whatever they want, and then fuck everybody else, right? But this one is up to the business owner, look out the team and stuff like that. And definitely the team is a big role to make for your money.
Okay, you've got the hourly salary, which works quite well for some barbers. It depends how much you want to push yourself. So if you're just given a flat rate hourly salary, that's great for the barber who might take a little bit longer in his cuts. So that might give them the foundation that they need and the breathing time they need to hone their experience. Split and commission for me is the best way. If you're a hungry barber and you want people in your chair and out of your chair and coming back, that's the best way, because I'd want to work as hard as possible and I want those people coming back, and I'd like to see my hard work paying off. And for me, commission is the best way.
It's a good way of motivating barbers, and I think that can be involved with self-employment or salary. I think you can put that with each, and it's a good way of motivating your barbers, definitely, to increase their wage.
So yeah, definitely hourly pay is definitely the good way to get paid if you just started. They're never gonna pay you hourly; they're gonna pay daily. That is different. The majority of barbers, they give you, let's say, £70 a day, and then that's it. Then you work out how much you get per hour, and then normally it goes down to week, but whatever. It's not that the point. And definitely split commission is the best to get paid off. In this video, they don't want to talk about how much money you get in commission. How much commission you get normally. They don't say that. I would say to you, as in my experience, you don't get more than 50%, right? It is just few barbers and they give you 50%, and they normally start from 35 and it goes up to 50. Now, some barber gives you from start 50%, but you have to see how much they charge for a haircut. The 99% of barbers, and they give you 50/50, is because they charge £20 for a haircut. So you're gonna make £10 from a haircut. Then if you work out, it's not that much money, because you're gonna work, let's say you go a haircut every 30-40 minutes, and then you probably make £20 an hour, but you don't gonna make £20 an hour for sure. Because there is so many things that is going on. And let's say that you make £20 an hour, if you work, you have to be really busy to make that much money. Then you're gonna destroy your life to get £10 a haircut. You know what I mean? Which is, at that point, it doesn't make much sense, but it's really up to you. Normally in a barbershop, that they charge 30, 35, 40, £50 a haircut up, they give you around 35 up to 45, someone 50, but to get 50, it is a lot of things going on. They have to see your retention and stuff like that, and then blah 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 blah. So expect to get paid as around 30 to 40% commission.
I haven't really had the experience with that, but from talking to other barbers and what they've told me, you get a good cut on the chair rental, but again, you only get a good cut if you do a good cut. If you get the client in the chair and he's coming back, and if you get no clients, you're not getting no money, and then you can't pay the chair rental.
If someone says to you, fresh out of barbering school, we'll give you a chair rental, it's not going to work, because you haven't got a clientele to fill those chairs. they won't want you taking their walk-ins because that would be for other people. So I'd always watch what pay structure they want to put you on.
So definitely chair rental is for an experienced barber. It's a guy who has experience and then he has a clientele already. The chair rental is good, but depends how much they charge for a chair rental. And you know, and then most of the time they're really expensive, and then it doesn't make sense to get a chair rental. And then instead you do things by yourself or you open your own barbershop.
To be honest, I think it depends. It's not really about the money when you're working in certain areas. I think it's the clientele that you connect with. I think you can make money in a normal high street. You know, there's nothing wrong with the hairdressers and barbers in some high streets. There's some very good ones. I think maybe the difference is they don't all have appointment structures. Whereas probably the ones, further into central, they do, because it's a busy area. They haven't got, they can't control these walk-ins.
Nowadays, it's really different, the barbering scene. There is this stroke barber men's stylist. So in some small towns, you have, lower end cuts that are, £5–10. You can also have places in the same high street that might charge £20, £30, £40. It's down to the company you choose, the brand that you choose, and the work that you're putting out.
So it doesn't make difference if you work in a busy area. I tell you as experience, I work in the city center, I work in the local area, I work outside, everywhere. Everywhere. The money that you get, it doesn't depend on where you are. The thing that change is the connection that you can get in certain areas. Of course, if you work in the city center, you probably get a connection of different people than local areas where you get different connection. You know what I mean? But in terms of money that comes in your pocket, it is changed a lot. It is with the social media. If you, as he said, as the guy said, in the same street, you can find like a £5 haircut or a £40 haircut, and then both works because someone charged different, but it gives you a different experience than the guy from £5. So it doesn't make difference. It's up to you. Of course, definitely, if you want to make money at £5, you have to work more than a guy that works for £40. Definitely, you know what I mean. But that's is up to your choice and up to your experience too. So in conclusion, I'm not going to go through all that video because it doesn't make much sense. After they talk about the hair selling hair products, selling retention rate, how it works and stuff like that. If you want to do, if you like, I can do the review about that part of the videos as well. But yeah, in conclusion, if you want to be a barber, definitely you have to work on your mentality first, and your mentality should be you have to create a clientele from zero, and then more clientele you have, more money you can make and more value you can bring on the table for another barbershop. If you want to work in another barbershop, or if you want to work by yourself, of course you need a clientele. So start now to build a clientele, because in the future, if you want to do something by yourself, you're already a clientele. So it's really a business. It's really an individual business when it comes to barbering, because you have to put the work by yourself. If after the job, after the hour, then you work in the shop, you have to keep going, and then probably work on social media, work in your networking and stuff like that. And you're gonna need to develop nice skills to do this kind of job. Okay. So yeah, that's it for the video. So if you need a haircut, DM me on Instagram, Alex_Barbacorta, or if you want to, you can send an email as well, alexbarbacorta.gmail.com, and then nothing. I'll see you the next video. Bye bye.